wife off to work. She had dental surgery a few days ago and she's rough. So I'm driving home, it's snowing out, thinking about negative thinking. Thinking about what is negative thinking and how it pertains to our relationship with God. I believe negative thinking is a distraction. There's a saying that the dog you feed the most is the dog that gets the strongest. And that's very true. You think negatively a lot. Negative thinking becomes stronger. It becomes how you think as a person. And I believe that it's the devil's way of distancing and distracting you from God, from your family, from yourself, from your core self. And it's not necessary. We're all going to run into issues and troubles in this lifetime. And we can look at it negatively, or we can look at it in a positive light. And in a positive light, what I mean is something bad happens to you in this life, and of course you're going to be upset about it, and that takes time to get over. But within that negativity, that bad experience, there's always a light. There's always something good. One thing changes, one thing opens up. One door closes, one door opens up. There's always good. There's that silver lining. And I think it's important, especially today, with all the politics and craziness in this world, to pray to God to help protect your mind and your heart from negativity and guide you towards positive thinking and positive movement. And it takes time and it takes work. You know, you can change your thought pattern, but it takes time. It takes work. You'll fall back into the negative thinking, but you'll be able to catch yourself. You'll be able to catch yourself and say, hold on, pump the brakes. I know what's going on. That's that old way of thinking that everything's bad, nothing ever good is going to happen, blah, blah, blah. It brings out anxiety. It brings out worry, fear. Those are things that you were not born with. Those are things you were taught. As a child, you looked at the world as beautiful. And it is. You looked at people with glimmer in your eyes, and it's still there. We've been conditioned to think negatively. We've been conditioned to distance ourselves from God. I think it's very important that we pray for our mental health, for our clarity, especially clarity, to be able to see things for what they really are, and to be able to decipher what is just made up thought and what the silver lining is within this test that we're going through. So I encourage everybody out there, when you're feeling down, when everything looks like it's hopeless, pray. Pray to God to protect your thoughts, guard your thoughts in your heart, and replace those thoughts with pure, positive thoughts from God. You will see a huge difference over time in how you think and how you react to things. I'm a perfect example. I've had anxiety and stuff all my life that I can remember. And at 51 years of age, I finally turned my life towards God. You may not believe in God. That's your belief. That's your choice. It doesn't make me think any less about you. I still look at you as a beautiful whole person, capable of changing the way we think. So it's just a thought that I was having today. I wanted to share it with everybody. Yeah, I know I look miserable. I look terrible today. But it's a good day no matter what. Love y'all. God bless.